Hey there, Emilia Tubers. Have you ever dreamed of speaking another language? I bet you have. I always thought it would be super cool to talk to people from all over the world. Imagine making friends in Japan. Imagine making friends in England. Imagine making friends in Brazil. It sounded like a super fun adventure. So one day, I decided I was going to learn English. I wanted to understand all my favorite songs and movies without needing subtitles. It felt like a giant mission, like the final boss in a video game that I just had to beat. I was super excited to start my journey and unlock this amazing new skill. My first stop on this adventure was an app many of you probably know. It has a super cute green owl as its mascot. That's right, I started with Duolingo. Every day, the little owl would send me a notification to remind me to practice. I learned words like apple, I learned the word boy, I learned the word girl. At first, it was fun, like a little game on my phone. I matched words and filled in the blanks, and I felt like I was making progress. It was a good start, but I felt like something was missing from my big mission to learn languages. After a few weeks, practicing with the app started to feel a bit like homework. I was learning words, but I wasn't really using them to talk to anyone. I could say, "The woman eats bread," but I didn't know how to ask someone how their day was. It was like I was collecting a bunch of puzzle pieces, but I had no idea how to put them together to make a picture. I wanted to use the language for real, have fun with it, not just repeat phrases over and over. My big dream of talking to new friends felt very far away, and the little green owl wasn't enough to get me there. That's when I had an idea. I love playing video games more than anything in the world. What if I could play my favorite games but in English? At first it seemed like a crazy idea. Would I even understand what to do? Would it be too hard and not fun anymore? But I was so curious that I had to try it. I thought about my favorite game, Minecraft, and imagined what it would be like. Instead of seeing pico de madera, the screen would say wooden pickaxe. It was a little scary but also super exciting. This was the beginning of a whole new adventure, one I didn't even know was possible. So I did it! I went into Minecraft settings and changed the language from Spanish to English. When the game loaded, everything looked the same, but all the words were different. My inventory was full of things like oak log cobblestone dirt block. It felt like I was playing a brand new game. At first I was a little lost. I had to guess what some of the items were based on the pictures. It was a fun little challenge, like a mystery I had to solve. I knew what a dirt block looked like, so when I saw the words dirt block, my brain made the connection. I started a new survival world to make it a real test. My first mission, as always, was to punch a tree to get wood. When I collected the wood, the words oak log popped up on my screen. I said it out loud, oak log. Then, I went to my crafting table. All the recipes were in English. I wanted to make a pickaxe, so I looked for the recipe I knew by heart. Next to the picture of the pickaxe, it said wooden pickaxe. I crafted it and equipped it. It was awesome. I wasn't just learning words from a list. I was actually using them to do things in the game. The more I played, I started to notice how much I was learning without even trying. When I fought a monster, I learned its name in English, like zombie creeper skeleton. When I went mining, I found coal, iron ore, diamond. They weren't just random words anymore. They were important items I needed to find to survive and build my world. My brain was connecting the English word directly to the object and its purpose in the game. It was way more powerful than just seeing a picture of an apple on a screen. The best part was, it didn't feel like studying at all. I was just having fun playing my favorite game. Hours would pass and I'd be exploring caves, building my house and planting a farm, all while being surrounded by English. I learned the names of animals like cow, pig, sheep. I learned about tools and weapons, like sword, shovel, axe. This was way more fun than the little green owl. Building my house was one of the best ways to learn new words. I wanted to make a really cool house, not just a simple dirt hut, so I checked my inventory to see what materials I had. I saw oak wood planks, glass pane, stone bricks. I decided to build my walls with the stone bricks and use the oak planks for the floor. For the windows, I needed glass panes. To get them, I had to find sand and cook it in a furnace. See? The game was teaching me a whole process and all the vocabulary that came with it. I wasn't just memorizing words, I was learning how they connect. As my house got bigger, so did my English vocabulary. I wanted to add a nice door, so I learned the word door. I wanted to light up the inside so monsters wouldn't spawn, so I crafted some torches. For the roof, I decided to use stairs to give it a nice shape. I even built a small garden outside.
Subscribe to our channel for more new ideas and education. Hit the like button on this video and share your thoughts in the comments.
After seeing how fun it was to learn English in Minecraft, I got curious about other games. I remembered my friends talking about a super cute game, Animal Crossing, New Horizons. In that game, you move to a deserted island and build a whole community with adorable animal neighbors. I thought it would be perfect for learning everyday conversation words. So, I got the game and, like before, I set the language to English. From the moment I started, I was surrounded by friendly characters who always talked to me. It was a completely different experience from Minecraft. The animal neighbors in Animal Crossing are always happy to chat. Every day, they would run up to me and say things like, "Good morning. Isn't it a beautiful day? I found this cool shirt. I think it would look great on you." I had to read their dialogue to understand what they wanted. Sometimes they would ask me questions, and I had to choose an answer from a list. For example, a neighbor might ask, "Do you like fishing?" I could answer, "I love it. It's okay." This taught me so much about simple and friendly conversations. I learned so many useful and everyday phrases. The most amazing part of playing these games in English was when I started making friends from other countries. Many games have multiplayer servers where you can play with people from all over the world. Minecraft, Roblox. At first, I was really shy. I'd see other players chatting in the text box, but I was too scared to type anything. What if I made a mistake? What if they made fun of my English? I just stayed quiet and watched them talk, trying to understand what they were saying. They used a lot of slang I didn't know. LL, which means laughing out loud. GG, which means good game. One day, I was on a Minecraft server trying to build something really big. Another player came over and watched me. Then they typed, "Need help?" I typed, "Yes, please." They helped me place blocks and gather materials. We built for almost an hour without saying much. When we finished, I wanted to say thank you. I typed, "Thank you so much." They replied, "No problem, it looks awesome." I was so happy. My first real conversation in English with a complete stranger, and it was kind. That small interaction gave me so much confidence. Oops! Learning grammar by making mistakes. Grammar was always the scariest part for me when learning a new language. All the rules about past tense, present tense, and all that complicated stuff seemed impossible to remember. When I used Duolingo, I would get frustrated when I made a grammar mistake and lost a heart. But in video games, I learned grammar in a much more natural way, by making mistakes and seeing how other people talked. I didn't have to worry about losing points. All that mattered was if my new friend could understand what I was trying to say. This took all the pressure off and made learning feel easy. For example, at first I might say something like, "I go to the cave yesterday." It's not correct, but most players would understand what I meant. Then I'd see another player type, "I went to the cave yesterday and found diamonds." Looking back, it's amazing how much I learned just by having fun. What started as a simple hobby became the most effective language learning tool I've ever used. Video games became my favorite classroom, and I didn't even have to study. I was learning because I was motivated. I wanted to understand the game's story. I wanted to complete the quests. I wanted to talk to my new friends. This motivation was much more powerful than trying to keep a streak on an app. It was real, it was fun, it was social. The secret is that good games are designed to make you learn. You have to learn the rules, learn the strategies, learn how to use the tools they give you. When you play in a different language, the language itself becomes one of those tools. You need it to succeed. You're not just memorizing vocabulary lists, you're acquiring the language to solve problems. You're actively using the language for a real purpose. Now it's your turn to play. So, what do you think, Emilia Tubers? Doesn't that sound like the most fun way to learn a new language? You can play your favorite games and level up your language skills at the same time. It's like finding a secret power-up for your brain. You don't have to be a pro gamer or a language expert to start. All you need is a game you love and the curiosity to try something new. Pick a game. Minecraft, Roblox, Animal Crossing, or anything else you like to play, and just check out the language settings. I want to challenge all of you to try it. Next time you play, switch the language to one you want to learn. English, French, Japanese, or any language you've dreamed of speaking. Don't be scared if it feels a little weird or hard at first. That's part of the adventure. Start small. Explore the world and learn the names of items in your inventory.
Subscribe to our channel for more new ideas and education. Hit the like button on this video and share your thoughts in the comments. Which skill connects most with your teaching? Which one seems hardest to develop? Your ideas and questions help build our learning community and inspire what we'll cover next. Together, we can change education, one teacher, one classroom, one student at a time. The future of learning is in our hands.